We've all seen this iconic city depicted in media throughout the years. From the traffic to the crowds, New York City has lots going on, but plenty to see and do. In this video, we are going to give you 10 things to do while in New York City. Number 10, Central Park. Amidst all of the hustle and bustle of Manhattan is a park that most would consider to be one of the most famous city parks in the world. Central Park offers plenty of activities for people of all ages. Spanning over 840 acres, this park has it all. For those looking to get their daily exercise, you can walk the abundance of paths or rent a bike and pedal your way around the park. Once you're done with your workout, take a seat at one of the numerous restaurants and enjoy a delicious meal. While you eat, you might just hear a local musician playing for passers-by. If you're looking to get away from the busier parts of the park, take a stroll through the Ramble, a section of Central Park full of trails, rock formations, and peaceful places where you can sit and watch the world go by. And for those with young kids, the Central Park Zoo is sure to be a hit. Number 9, Times Square. After a peaceful walk in Central Park, head back into the heart of the city and experience the sights and sounds of Times Square. Here, you will find an abundance of shopping and dining options. Perhaps one of the most eye-catching things are the bright billboards advertising the latest releases in entertainment to upcoming performances. For those with a sweet tooth, the M&M store is there and ready to satiate any chocolate cravings you might have. And of course, if you find yourself in the area on New Year's Eve, bundle up and head out to watch the iconic ball drop at midnight to ring in the new year. Number 8, the American Museum of Natural History. While you might not see Ben Stiller and the troublesome capuchin monkey roaming the halls, you know the one. What you will find are tens of exhibition halls full of artifacts you can see and learn about, from the well-known T-Rex to countless halls full of exhibits about animals of all species from around the world, to an out-of-this-world look at Earth and space. Don't worry about having to rush through the museum to catch a dining reservation, though. There is a cafeteria that will likely have something for the whole family. Before you leave, make sure to stop out at the gift shop and pick up a souvenir as a way to commemorate your time at this museum. Number 7, National September 11th Memorial and Museum. Take a moment and reflect. Remember the thousands of lives lost in the September 11th terrorist attacks. 2 reflection pools with the names of the victims stand as a memorial where you can go and pay your respects. Then, head on over to the museum to learn about the tragic events of September 11th through artifacts, interactive elements, and personal stories. Number 6, Broadway. From iconic shows to new hits, Broadway has a show for everyone. Enjoy the pop culture phenomena Hamilton, or a long-running classic like Chicago. Broadway offers tons of shows at one of the numerous historic theaters. See one or spend a day seeing several. If you ask a local, almost all of them will say that heading to the Broadway district for a show is a must. Number 5, the Empire State Building. While there are several observation decks you can visit while in the city, the one on the top of the Empire State Building is one of the most famous. No, you won't find King Kong up there. Take a look at the sprawling city skyline as you stand over 1,000 feet above the ground. Even if you aren't a fan of heights, this is a view you do not want to miss. Number 4, discover the expansive food options. Skip the chain restaurants and head into Little Italy for authentic Italian meals, or Chinatown for a meal that is sure to leave you wanting more. Indulge in New York-style pizza, or take a food tour and experience foods from all around the world. New York City is a hotspot for those that enjoy a nice meal. Number 3, the New York Public Library. While on your trip to New York City, head into the New York Public Library and get lost in its multi-level library, which contains millions of books for you to explore. Sit down, cool off on a hot summer day, and soak in the stunning architecture of this historic New York landmark. Number 2, Coney Island. Looking for an afternoon activity for your kids? Look no further. Once you've arrived, head over to Luna Park, where you'll find amusement park rides for those seeking mild to high thrills. The staple attraction, though, is the Coney Island Cyclone, a thrilling wooden roller coaster that is sure to get your adrenaline going. Grab a hot dog at Nathan's Famous and walk the boardwalk, take in the views, or cool off by heading down to the Coney Island beach. There's plenty of activities for the family to do, but to make the most of your experience at Coney Island, it's best to visit during the spring or summer months. Number 1, the Statue of Liberty. One of the most well-known landmarks is the Statue of Liberty. Perched on Liberty Island and right across from Ellis Island, the statue is usually the first thing that those traveling to the United States by boat would see. Visitors have the option to walk the 215 steps up to the pedestal or continue on with an additional 162 steps to reach the very top of the crown. Tickets are in high demand, so it's important to purchase them well in advance. After you've completed this, take a quick ferry ride over to Ellis Island and learn about its rich history as the primary immigration hub for those entering the country for over 30 years. For those of you that have made it this far into the video, here are a few bonus activities to do while in New York City and some tips to make your experience even more memorable. Our first bonus activity is walk the Brooklyn Bridge. Put on your walking shoes and take a stroll across the Brooklyn Bridge. Spanning a little over a mile, the bridge, which links Manhattan and Brooklyn, offers a beautiful view of the two boroughs. Another unique activity is to explore Grand Central Terminal. Take a walk through this historic train station, which is well over a century old. Take in the gorgeous architecture or explore all the dining and shopping options. While walking around, a train station might not be the first thing you think of. Once you've seen Grand Central, you won't be able to forget it. For a first-timer, New York City might be a bit overwhelming. Transportation can get confusing, and it could be easy to get turned around. When heading out, if you're planning to take the subway system, give yourself plenty of time. Take a picture of the map and do not hesitate to ask a local for help. When it's time for you to head back home, if you're taking to the skies, ensure that you arrive at the airport several hours before your flight. New York City has multiple major airports that service domestically as well as internationally, so folks are coming and going from all over the world, which means long check-in lines and security lines are almost a guarantee. So you see what we mean? New York City has lots to see and do. Our list doesn't even begin to scratch the surface. This city is full of historic locations, world-class dining, and activities for visitors of all ages. Each season may offer a different but memorable experience. Have you ever taken a trip to New York City? If so, what are some of your favorite things to see or do? Let us know in the comments down below and stay tuned for our next video.